Students, in the previous session, we studied about different velocities of gas molecules and their collision properties. In this session, we are going to study about the behavior of real gases. An ideal gas or perfect gas is one which obeys the gas laws and the gas equation PV is equal to nRT for all values of temperature and pressure. Real gases obey the gas laws only at certain conditions. Gases show the ideal nature only at low pressure and high temperature. But when we increase the pressure or decrease the temperature, the gases deviate from ideality. The deviation of real gases from ideal behavior can be represented as compressibility factor Z. The compressibility factor is the ratio of observed molar volume capital V to the ideal molar volume V ideal. That is Z is equal to V observed divided by V ideal, which is equal to V by RT by V, because V ideal becomes equal to RT by V from the equation PV is equal to RT. So, compressibility factor can also be defined as the ratio of observed PV to the ideal PV, which is equal to RT. Therefore, Z is equal to PV by RT. For ideal gases, Z becomes 1 because PV is always equal to RT for all values of temperature and pressure. This slide shows the deviation of real gases from ideal behavior. Here, pressure is taken along x-axis and Z is along y-axis. For ideal gases, Z will be always 1 at all conditions of pressure. But for the gases like carbon dioxide, methane and ammonia, as we increase the pressure, the value of Z, that is compressibility factor, decreases and reaches a minimum value and then increases. Ammonia gas shows maximum deviation with the pressure. But in the case of gases like hydrogen and helium, the value of Z increases directly with the increase of pressure without going to the minimum value. Effect of temperature on deviation from ideal behavior. A plot of variation of compressibility factor Z with pressure at different temperatures for nitrogen gas is shown in this figure. The compressibility factor decreases first and then increases at very low temperatures. But when we increase the temperature, the compressibility factor Z becomes almost equal to 1, that is nearly to the ideal gas at a range of pressure at 50 degrees Celsius. This temperature is called boil temperature or boil point. That is the temperature at which a real gas obeys Boyle's law at an appreciable range of pressure is known as boil temperature. The boil temperature is the characteristic of each gas. Below the boil temperature, the value of Z is first decreases and reaches a minimum value and then increases continuously with increase of pressure. Above the boil temperature, the value of Z increases continuously with increase of pressure. The boil temperature for hydrogen and helium gases are very low. That is, for hydrogen it is minus 165 degrees Celsius and that of helium is minus 240 degrees Celsius. Above this temperature, they show positive deviation with the increase of pressure, which is shown in the previous slide. Causes of deviation of real gases from ideal behavior. The deviation of real gases occurred mainly due to the two wrong concepts involved in kinetic theory of gases. First one is gases consist of tiny molecules which are very small and their actual volume is negligible compared to the empty space between them. Second concept is there are no attractive forces between the molecules in a gas. That is, the force of attraction between the gas molecules are negligible. Neither of these two postulates are applicable to real gases. Van der Waals equation of state. Van der Waals did the corrections in the two wrong concepts involved in kinetic theory of gases. According to him, the gas molecules were not point masses, but they have finite volume and there exists intermolecular force of attraction. He did the volume correction as follows. When we increase the pressure of a gas, the volume of the gas decreases and then the individual gas molecules possess a finite volume. Consider 1 mole of a gas enclosed in a vessel of volume capital V. Let small v be the volume occupied by the gas molecule. If the gas molecule is considered as a sphere and the molecules of the gas are always in random motion, so they collide with each other and with the walls of the container. So as a result, the actual volume of the molecule becomes 4 times the original volume, that is 4V, which is known as excluded volume. By considering the gas molecules as spheres, the volume of the gas molecule becomes equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube, where r is the radius of the gas molecule. Then the excluded volume will be equal to 4V. Excluded volume per mole of the gas will be equal to Na, that is Avogadro number into 4V. This excluded volume per mole of the gas is denoted by small b, which is called co-volume. The free space inside the vessel containing 1 mole of the gas is not capital V, but it is less than that, which is equal to V minus B. This is the ideal volume. If instead of 1 mole, we enclose n moles of the gas in the vessel of volume capital V, the co-volume of the molecule will be Nb. Hence, the ideal volume which is compressible will be V minus Nb. That is, Vi is equal to V minus Nb. Pressure correction. Van der Waals did the pressure correction by considering the intermolecular force of attraction. If there is no force of attraction between the gas molecules, the pressure we measured will be the ideal pressure of the gas. But if there is an intermolecular force of attraction between the gas molecules, then the gas molecules will strike the wall with less momentum and will exert low pressure. That is, inner molecules will pull the external molecules. As a result, the measured pressure will be less than that of the ideal pressure. So, it is necessary to add a correction term to the observed pressure to get the ideal pressure. That is, the total inward force away from the wall is proportional to the product of number of molecules at the surface of the container and the number of molecules in the next layer. That is, the molecules being pulled and the number of molecules engaged in pulling. Inward force is proportional to square of the density. Density is equal to N by V, where small n is the number of moles of the gas and capital V is the volume at a given temperature and pressure. Total attractive force is proportional to N square by V square, which is equal to A N square by V square, where A is the proportionality constant. If the observed pressure is P, then the corrected or ideal pressure Pi is equal to P plus A N square by V square. Substituting the values of Vi and Pi in the ideal gas equation, we get P plus A N square by V square into V minus Nb is equal to nRT. This is known as Van der Waals equation. For 1 mole of a gas, N becomes 1, then Van der Waals equation becomes P plus A by V square, V minus B is equal to RT. The constants A and B are called Van der Waals constant. When we consider the units of van der Waals constant, the constant B is that for volume. Therefore, it is expressed in dm cube per mole. The term A n square by V square is the pressure correction. So, it has a dimension of pressure. That is, A n square by V square is equal to P. Therefore, A is equal to P V square by n square. Unit become atmosphere dm raised to 6 mole raised to minus 2. The virial equation of state. The van der Waals equation explains satisfactorily the general behavior of real gases. It is valid over a wide range of pressures and temperatures. But the value of van der Waals constants A and B vary with the nature of gases. Their values, that is the value of B, is large for large molecules. Since surface area of the large molecules are large, they have large intermolecular force of attraction and therefore they have large values of A also. Taking into account the variation of A and B with the temperatures, a number of equations of state have been suggested. One of them is virial equation of state. It is proposed by Kamerlingh-Onnes. In this equation, the product PV is expressed as a power series in 1 by V. That is, PV is equal to RT into 1 plus BT by V plus CT by V square plus etc. Where BT, CT etc. are depend upon temperatures and which is called second, third etc. virial coefficients. Virial equation can also be expressed as power series of pressure PV is equal to RT plus BTP plus CTP square plus etc. At low pressure, only the first virial coefficient RT is important. It is always positive. It increases with increase in temperature. The second virial coefficient BT is negative at low temperature and becomes 0 at a particular temperature, and then it becomes positive at higher temperatures. The temperature at which the second virial coefficient becomes 0 is called boil temperature. The physical significance of virial coefficients is that the first coefficient neglects all molecular collisions. The second coefficient accounts for bimolecular collisions and the third accounts for trimolecular collisions. According to B.T. Bridgman, PV is equal to RT plus beta by V plus lambda by V square and delta plus delta by V. Several virial equations are derived. Only few of them you have to study in your chapter. Limiting density method for finding molecular mass of a gas. The density of a gas rho is equal to mass by volume. According to ideal gas equation, PV is equal to RT, V is equal to RT by P. Density is equal to mass by volume, therefore density is equal to M by RT by P or M into P by RT. From this equation, rho by P is equal to M by RT. If we plot a graph between RT rho by P or observed mass between different pressures at a fixed temperature, the value of M corresponding to P is equal to 0 can be found out by from the intercept on the RT rho by P axis by extrapolation of the experimental line. This value is the true value of M. Hence, the true value or gram molecular mass can be obtained from this graph as M is equal to RT rho by P when P is equal to 0. This is all about today's session. Thank you.